Today's chancel choir performance of the Messiah is in honor of the Bicentennial of our church and launches the celebration of our music history. George Friedrich Handel composed the Messiah in 1741 with text from the King James Bible. Handel originally wrote the Messiah for Passion Week at Easter. Over time, the piece has been performed for both Easter and Christmas. Since the 1960s, the Messiah has become one of the best-known and frequently performed pieces in Western music in the celebration of Christmas. The congregational singing of hymns has always been part of the religious services here at DPC. Although early details are when our church opened at our current location, there was a choir and there was an organ. That organ had to be pumped by the janitor during each performance to produce the beautiful organ music that filled the church.
As we have studied about the choirs in Decatur Presbyterian Church, we have found some names of choir directors. Miss Henny Billups and a volunteer choir were here in the 1890s. Mrs. R.E. Berry was here in the early 1900s, and she had a paid quartet and later added volunteers. Dr. Dietman was here in 1909 to 1910 and put in a new pipe organ at that time. The session abolished the choir for a while because of the Depression, and so people did band together and formed a Depression choir in the 1930s. Mrs. Watchup and her son Douglas had a choir in 1938. Mrs. Grace Kendall was the choir director, and then Mrs. Charles Turner. When I was a child, I had Carolyn Snyder as my choir director in the 50s through 1970. I was in children's choir with her, youth, and then the adult choir. Then I had Stephen Ortlip from 1970 to 1988, and then started the Atlanta Young Singers Group, but he continued to be our organist and choir director. Then after he left, I had Herb Buffington. He came in 1989, and we went to sing in many different places with him, but especially we got to go to Europe, and then Matt came.
"27 years at Decatur Presbyterian Church. I think speaks a lot to different people in different ways. The music that we present in worship as an offering, as a gift of music that's been planted in each of us, is a renewal, and it sustains us for our daily walk here at the church. The commitment of the choir members is quite remarkable. Many of the members of the choir, we have 35 on roll, and many serve in different areas of ministry, from the session to threshold to different outreach areas, and you find that the members of the DPC choir are among the most active of any member of Decatur Presbyterian. We've enjoyed traveling, being invited to different venues over the years. Piccolo Spoleto has invited us to come to Charleston 8 seasons since 2006, and performing there and meeting people from around the country. Wow, what a blessing that is, and what a wonderful experience to re-energize our faith through what we do in music. We've sung at Spivey Hall. An invitation to Spivey Hall is indeed an honor. We sang for the Georgia ACDA, which is the American Choral Directors Association conference, several years ago. And also AGO events up in North Carolina we've enjoyed as well. Not to forget invitations to sing repeatedly at Salem Campground in Covington, Georgia, in the old revival tent. And those are just a few of the things we've done outside the walls here at Decatur Presbyterian. Again, it is a blessing to be here at the church, week in, week out, to see the faces, to hear the voices, to hear the combined efforts of the people of God raised each and every week.
After World War II, my father decided to move the family back from South Carolina to Decatur, where he had grown up. And I was 5 years old, and soon after we got here, I was in children's choirs and youth choirs and the adult chancel choir, all with Carolyn Snyder. Then I've been under the direction of 3 other choir directors. It is my way of worshiping God every Sunday, a big part of my life. It is part of my faith journey.
We have a great time down here in this choir. We learn the music, the hymns, the anthems, the responses, the benediction responses, the communion music, everything. And we have a grand old time. We feel the importance of music is supreme in the life of the church, and we are honored to be part of the life of Decatur Presbyterian Church. I must get rehearsing with the choir. Okay, choir, let's crack on. Hymn 270, please.